friends, this is Lindsay with Fontsy, back with another video tutorial showing you another awesome way you can use your Fontsy designs. Try printing them on fabric. So in this tutorial, we'll show you how. What you'll need is some light colored fabric. So here I have some white quilter's cotton, and then just use a lint roller over it if you need to pick up any little bits of dust or anything. And then you'll also need some freezer paper. So this is just regular freezer paper from the grocery store. So go ahead and just tear off a piece. And the freezer paper has a matte side and a shiny waxy side to it. And what you're gonna do is you're gonna place that shiny side down onto the wrong side of the fabric. And what I mean by the wrong side is that it's just the back of the fabric. Now with the white, solid white fabric, there really isn't a right or wrong, so just choose the side. Then you're gonna take a hot iron and you are going to iron the freezer paper onto the fabric, or rather the fabric onto the freezer paper. You can place a piece of parchment paper over the fabric to protect it. If your iron is a little dirty and you don't want to mess up this pristine white fabric. So you'll just run the iron over, all areas of the fabric to adhere it to the freezer paper. And don't worry, this isn't permanent. We'll be able to remove it later. But basically what the freezer paper does is it gives the fabric some temporary stability so you can put it through your printer. And then just for good measure, I'm gonna go ahead and flip over the freezer paper with the fabric on it, and I'll just iron the freezer paper from the back side just to make sure that it's adhered really well and that everything is super smooth. There aren't any wrinkles in the fabric or the freezer paper at all. Then next you'll need to trim this piece to fit in your printer. So for me, that is 8.5 by 11. So I thought the easiest way to do that was with a paper trimmer, but you could also use straight edge and a rotary cutter. But the paper trimmer trimmed it up really nice. And then there you have this piece of fabric with a piece of freezer paper attached to the back of it. And then what you'll want to do next is load it into your printer so that the printer will print on the fabric side. So, for my printer, that means putting the fabric side down. Then open up your favorite design program or any program you can print from, and then set up printing just like you would on paper. And I chose the printer's best setting to get the most vibrant image. Also, why we're printing on a white fabric so that these adorable gnomes will be as bright as possible. And then you just go ahead and remove the freezer paper so it just peels right off the back of the fabric. And then just look how easy that was. These Valentine's gnomes are just super cute. If you want to find the design, it's found in the Staff Picks design and font bundle. So there's a link in the video description to that. And then, of course, you can now let your creativity just run wild, because there are just so many ways that you could use this printed fabric. Just put it in a little frame to make a cute Valentine's Day sign, or what I did is I layered it on some batting and backing, and then just did some free motion quilting around the little gnomes on my domestic sewing machine, just to give those gnomes that cute, adorable, quilted look. And then added some buttons. Just hand sewed those on and tied a little bow in the middle, and then put it in the frame. So there's a lot that you can do with this, and we would love to see what you come up with. So definitely show us what you're working on. Thanks so much for watching, everyone. If you want to grab these gnomes, you'll find them in the Staff Picks design and font bundle over at Fontsy. So there's a link in the video description to check that out. So we'll see you in the next video, guys. Bye.